Hey there everyone, welcome to Premiere and Chat. This is my third one that I'm doing. So I'm doing it now. I'm trying to do these on the Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time so that everyone can have time to, hang out with me, because most of the people out there, I think, are probably at work during the day. I don't know, but I can't do it in the day because while I'm grooming, I can't be replying to everyone and chit-chatting with you guys. So this is pre-recorded, but I am in the chat room. Do we call it chat rooms still? But I'm in the chat with all of you guys. That just sells my age. My hair sells my age. But yeah, so I decided to start these chats, Premiere and Chats, so that we can start to get to know each other a little more and chit-chat together. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now, and I just figured what a nice way to start to get to know everyone. I'm the one that does all the talking most of the time, so I'd like to hear a little more about you guys. So what I've noticed here, just wanted to mention here, I noticed these little, if we get in a little closer, will that be too close? There are some blackheads there that I would just love to just squish and pop. But this is not my dog, so I can't do that. She's got blackheads. And by the way, I'm going to introduce this little girl. Hang on, give me a second. I'm going to back up here. All right, so this is Ashley. Say, hello, Ashley. Beautiful Ashley. She's such a sweetie. Yes. Ashley doesn't like that I touch the sides of her belly. Like, I can't lift her, from the sides. I have to kind of cup my hands like this to lift her. So what this video usually, the chats, the video Premiere and Chats, is not necessarily about grooming. It's just more about getting to know each other and to be able to talk together while I am grooming this dog. So I'm going to get into different topics, I guess. So I wanted to talk about anxiety, stress and anxiety, and how it really can affect a person. Because of that, I ended up having a concussion. And I wanted to share with you guys the reason how I ended up with this concussion. Just letting you know, I'm going to shave the top part here. Just the top. I'm leaving her a skirt. So, there you go. Yeah, and so I got a concussion due to anxieties. I ended up, this was back in 2022, I ended up having anxiety and panic attacks. And I'm talking full-blown panic. I don't know if anyone of you out there knows what a panic attack is or has ever had a panic attack. Please let me know so we can discuss and talk about this. But yes, I was having so many panic attacks, and they were not just like one panic attack and then maybe a few days later another one. No, we're talking full-blown, almost 24 hours a day. It was so bad that at one point I told my husband I can't take it anymore. So I ended up going to the hospital. We had to see, a doctor and see what was going on with me, why all these panics. And of course, it was just anxiety and stress and just too much. Back then, I was going through my, the old great menopause, and I was going through that, and, I really wasn't doing well. My hormones, everything was, the balance, there was no more balance in my system, none whatsoever. Hang on, I'm just going to try to get this back here. Lift your tail, little girl. Okay. So yeah, so my anxiety was really bad, and so the doctor had prescribed me medications, because the thing is because my anxiety was so bad, I wasn't sleeping, and because I wasn't sleeping, it was causing me to have more anxiety, and it was just bad on the system, right? So I'm not sleeping because my hormones were all over the place. So anyhow, Turn her around, see we can do the front. Can you turn, honey? See how I have to turn her just like this? There you go. You gotta go slowly with Ashley. Okay, there you go, honey. You're all good, you're all good. She's a little stressed. Okay, so this medication, I'm not a medication taker. I don't like taking medications. It's just not my thing. I don't like it. I like to do the natural route and blah, 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 but I really needed real medication, the real thing. So anyhow, so I started taking this medication, and the medication caused my blood pressure to drop, like really drop. In the middle of the night, I ended up going to the bathroom, and I ended up fainting. I fell flat on my face. I broke my nose, and I ended up with a concussion. So, hang on, I just want to concentrate here. So now, not only that I'm dealing with menopause, anxiety, and a concussion, to tell you the truth, this was my second concussion in 6 months, because I had already hit my head on I had over here, my plants were up on a plank of wood that I had up there, and I ended up hitting my head on that wood. So anyhow, so I hit my head a few times, actually. In the same 10 minutes, I hit my head 3 times. Twice on the back, and then one in front of my head. So I'm just doing a quick shave, guys, because she's going in the bath first. We're gonna clean the rest afterwards. Hang on, I'm gonna transfer her in the bath, and we're gonna continue this discussion here about my concussion. We're watching her. She's right there on the table. I got my eye on her, don't worry. People sometimes worry, but she's tied, and I'm right here. I'm just a step away. Come on, honey. So I'm gonna pick you up. Oh, pick you up, little girl. There you go. There you go. Okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. All right, so I don't need to tie you, right? Do I? I don't need to. I think we're okay. I'll try to just bring this lower so you can see her better. Anyhow, so yeah, so I ended up having a second concussion by fainting and landing on my face. Fainting is the weirdest thing, because you feel nothing. You feel absolutely nothing. Has anyone in the chat, has anyone ever fainted before? Has that ever happened to you before? Because seriously, that was the first time that had ever happened to me, where I just fainted for no reason. Well, for a reason, because my blood pressure dropped, and because the medication wasn't a good kind of medication, I guess, for me. And the medication that the doctor gave me was just to help me sleep, because I wasn't sleeping. He says, we need to make you sleep. You need to sleep. I hadn't been sleeping for over a few years, where I wasn't sleeping at all, you know? I don't know how I lasted that long, because it's just crazy how your hormones, have everything to do with balancing you out for cortisol, too much cortisol, actually. I'm gonna turn you around. Can I turn you around just a little bit, little girl? Thank you so much. Such a good girl. You're so sweet. So anyhow, I ended up at the hospital. The ambulance came to pick me up. I was bleeding. I broke my nose. I didn't know my nose was broken, and the nurse either, and that back then they were still taking, in 2022 at the hospital, they were still taking those, the tests that they had to put in our noses for that pandemic thingy that happened. Well, my nose was broken. And this nurse is like swirling this thing around in my nose, and I'm like, ow, 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 and I'm laying in the stretcher, and I have a collar on, because just in case did I hurt, anything cervical, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so much, the way she's just happily twirling her thing in there, in my nose. And yeah, so then the nurse steps away when she's done. She steps away, and then I start swallowing gulps of blood. So I'm like, is this normal? So I kind of tell her, I says, I'm swallowing, there's blood, I'm swallowing some blood. Is that normal? And she's, oh, no, it's fine. But I was gulping and gulping. It's like, but she didn't know that I had a broken nose. But it was very evident that my nose was broken because my eyes turned purple, you know, both eyes. I looked like I had two black eyes, and anyhow, it was just horrible. And so I ended up not working for 6 months. Sorry, I wanted to be sure it was still recording. Yeah, I ended up not working for 6 months. I thought, forget about it, I'm gonna lose all my clients, and I was so stressed out about it. You know, I had to stop stressing. That's the whole thing. I had to, you know, stop stressing. But that made me even more stressed, knowing that I'm losing my work after all these years. You know, it's been 15 years. Well, back then it's 3 years less. This is 11 years. That's it, if my math is right. So it had been 11 years since I had been working on, you know, getting my clients, and I had clients that were with me for 10 years, and I was just so scared that I'd lose my clients. I was crying all the time, but guess what? All my clients came back except for one. Only one client didn't come back. Found another groomer somewhere else, probably closer. But that's my story, and I don't know if anyone has ever had panic attacks or has them. It's just crazy. I was always online looking for meditations and whatnot, just to be able to get rid of that. It's impending doom. It's just, it really is horrible. Oh, good girl, I'm gonna rinse her out. She does such a good job, doesn't she, guys? Look at her. Look at you. You're such a sweetie. Don't lick that. I'm gonna take that off. I don't want you to lick the soap. It's not good for you. But yeah, so and with the concussion, I was having these weird, weird shocks, like buzzing shocks? Oh, that's my dog. My dog. Oh my God, my dog is howling. Yeah, I was getting these weird brain shocks, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, it was a weird, like a buzz in my head because of the concussion, right? I guess that, I don't know what was happening inside my brain, but it was horrible. I just hated it. I hated the feeling. But then I had to start taking medication for all kinds of, you know, my whole nervous system was affected. So I had to take stuff to calm my nerves. Because of the concussion, my nervous system, and because where I was at, you know, health-wise, my whole nervous system just couldn't take it anymore. So I had to take medication for that. I ended up with whiplash, and only this past year has my neck been better. It took a long time for that whiplash to go away. Okay, wait. I'm gonna wipe this here. Hang on, I'm gonna continue the story here, but gotta make sure she's all wiped up here. I don't want any water in those ears. She's got those cut ears. We don't do that here anymore. But this is an older dog, so before that law passed, I guess she had that done. No, you're good. Yeah, so where was I at? I ended up with whiplash, and now feeling better. And look at all that hair, guys. Wow, that's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair loss. Yeah, it was just a really horrible time in my life. And that's another thing. I was getting a little better, but it wasn't 100%, right? So my doctor and I were trying to figure out, my doctor's trying to figure out what's wrong with you. So she tells me I got to take some blood tests. So I took my blood tests. And she checked for, just the basics and everything. And she said, "You're all good. Everything's normal." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. Nothing is normal. I know I'm not normal. I'm not normal. You know what I mean? I wasn't normal. I wasn't feeling normal." So I ended up going searching on the web for, you're not supposed to do that, Dr. Google and all, but I had to do some research to find out, I was writing down all of my symptoms that I was getting, and then I started searching on Google, and I found something mentioning low vitamin D and low magnesium. Apparently when you're in menopause, your magnesium goes down like crazy. So, okay, there was that. I hadn't been taking any magnesium ever since menopause had started, whatever. And then a concussion. I found out that once you hit your head, once you get a concussion, the energy that's needed or whatever to help heal that, apparently your body gets depleted. 50% of your magnesium is depleted after you have a concussion. Well, I had 2 concussions. So can you imagine going through menopause? I have 1 concussion, and through menopause you're already low on magnesium. Then you have a concussion, that's 50% gone, and then another concussion, that's another 50% gone. Okay? You okay? Are you okay? You okay? I'm just holding you like this. I'm not gonna, okay. So can you imagine? So call my doctor. I go see my doctor, and she says, "You want to do those 2 tests?" Yeah, vitamin D, and I want to do magnesium. So she does both. I was depleted in both. So all of those anxiety attacks and all of that had a lot to do, which was probably everything to do with the fact that I was lacking those 2 minerals. Well, no, vitamin D is a hormone, but I was lacking in both. And, because, I'm working all the time. I'm not outside in the sunshine, and we don't get much sunshine in the winter, right? We got many months where there's not much sunshine here in my area anyhow. So hang on, honey. Gotta wipe you up. Anyhow, so she got me on medications to help me sleep, of course, because I needed to heal. I wasn't healing. 6 months where I was like, I needed to heal. Let's just turn this light off. Stay there, honey. I'm gonna unplug it from here. Oh, sorry, we were seeing the floor. There, unplugged. All right, so that's my story about my concussion. And, losing my hearing, I have a, what do you call that? Tinnitus. Sorry, I'm out of frame here for a second, guys. I'm just right next to the dog. I just needed to take some of that hair out. Hey, let's put a rubber ducky on, honey. We'll put a rubber ducky. There's a hair on the rubber ducky. Before we do that, I'm going to put a little bit of spray here. Up your bum. Up. The other side. There. All right. Okay. I'm going to put the rubber ducky on. I'm going to try to work my talk, because when I talk, I'm slower. I got a comment this morning I got a comment. Someone who went and commented on one of my, live video that I did, you'd figure that I'm going to talk because people are asking me questions. The person went and wrote, "You talk too much and you don't work, and you work too little," something like that. Something along the lines that I'm just talking too much and I'm not working enough. I just sent a laugh. What do you want me to say, hey? I have no choice. I am talking because people are asking me questions and because I'm teaching what I need to teach, you know? So that's it. So yeah, so about my hearing, now with all of that, I've been I've been having trouble with my right ear. There's that dryer there that I've been using for almost 15 years now, and you know, it really gets to my ear. I hadn't been protecting my ears, and I quickly realized that after seeing the doctor, you know, the ear doctor or whatever you call him, that I got to get my ears, I got to protect my ears from loud sounds. And I'm a musician too, so I'm a drummer, can you imagine? So between the drummer and that loud dryer, well, my hearing, you know, and aging, you know. I'm an old lady now. Yeah. So yeah. So now I'm having trouble with my right ear. I don't hear as much, and I have tinnitus. I have 3 different tinnitus sounds in my ear, and yeah. Are you gonna let me clean your ear? You're just gonna be turning like that. That's one dirty ear, girly. Yeah. All right, I gotta get her dry. So if ever you're listening to this in a headset, please lower the sound. Or if I think of it, I'll try to lower it also before uploading the sound. Okay, so I'm gonna dry you. I don't put a sling on this little girl. Why is this turned like that? I don't put a sling on her because there you go. Because she just doesn't want us to touch her belly. This dog, yeah, this dog was she had babies, and she was at a breeder's, right? So she was just having babies all the time. And I don't know if something happened or whatnot, but ever since the last baby she had, she just does not want anyone to touch her belly too much. She gets mad. Well, not mean mad, scared mad. Like, oh, don't touch me. I mean, I can brush her, but lifting her up, I don't think she'd let me do that. It's happened a few times because usually, see, it's happened a few times because, oof, I got scared. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do the other side. Yeah, it's happened a few times where I lifted her, like in the beginning when I started grooming her, and I lifted her, and she wasn't too happy with that, and I didn't realize, you know, and then her mom told me after, she said, oh no, you can't touch her belly. Forgot to mention that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos that I'm uploading for you guys. I hope you're learning stuff. Just so you know, in about, we're almost there. I mean, I want this community to grow at least to, as soon as the community grows, to 4,000 subscribers, I'm going to launch. I keep forgetting the word for that. Why do I keep forgetting the word for that? I don't know. Subscriptions, not subscriptions. You know what I mean? Oh, the brain. That's the concussion. My memory's been really, really, really bad, though, ever since. I don't know if I want to blame that on concussion or age or what, but I mean, I even forget names, like clients' names. It's like I'll see a client and it's like, at a store or something, bump into them. It's like, why am I not remembering her name? Why am I not remembering her name? What's up, bud? My little bud is crying here. I need to use a little alcohol on my tools. So we're gonna dry you? That's Bud crying. All right, so we're gonna dry this little one. Memberships, 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 launching memberships. Once we hit 4,000 in this community, memberships. So I can't put a happy hoodie on her. I'm trying to get her used to it. It's a few dogs now that they just don't want me to put the happy hoodie. They get angry, so no happy hoodie for this lady. So I'm gonna put this on. I have to put this because of my ear problems, but I'm also gonna wear this because of the dust and the dander in the hair. So I have to let Mom let Mom know that you didn't want your hair dried today. There, all right. So let's see if there's any knots. So what else did I want to mention and talk about? I wanted to talk about the upcoming, it's my cat. Everyone's just like talking to me right now. The cat, the dog, just everyone, you know? I guess I'm just being quiet right now. See, that person was wrong. They said I talk too much, work not enough. Well, I'm working now. Where are you now? You should see me now. Yeah, I'm getting everything ready right now for the videos that I want to get. You know, the private videos I want you guys to see. And when I say private, I'm talking about, you know, just getting in a little deeper in the grooming, getting in a little deeper in, you know, how I run my business, how I prepare. Maybe that can help some of you out there, or just, if you're just interested in just knowing how it works. That's coming soon. We gotta hit that 4,000. And you know, it's not like YouTube says that I have to get 4,000 subscribers, that, you know, to do that, but it's just me that kind of gave myself that goal. And to give you guys that goal too, to know that it's when I'm gonna do it, right? We gotta really brush lightly with her. She's really antsy. It's not like, you know, no, she's a good dog. She's a really good dog. But yeah. So I was on vacation for a week. On vacation, I didn't leave. I didn't go on vacation. I was just off from work. And the reason why was just to take some time to myself. And what did I do? Not much. I just took time to myself. I did a lot of diamond painting, which I know I've mentioned to you guys before. I absolutely love diamond painting. It's so relaxing. And I just bought myself a diamond painting pen. It's a rain stick pen, it's called. And there's only one person in the world that makes them. Cheryl's Pens. She's on Etsy. Pens by Cheryl, or I don't remember what the name is, but she makes these beautiful pens, and they're rain stick. And when you're working with the pen, if you know how diamond painting works, you have to flip your pen to use a multi-placer or single. And when you turn it, you can hear it sounds like rain. And she's the only one who makes them. And she doesn't mail out to Canada, but a friend of mine online contacted her. And apparently now we can. All we have to do is write to her. So I'm really happy to receive my pens. So yeah, I'm anxious to share other stuff, other videos with you guys. you know, get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. I'm really, really anxious. I'll be planting a few trees this year, which I will be filming that. Planting a few trees, painting that wall behind me. I'll be able to show you guys the transformation. What else am I doing? I'm dyeing my hair. I'm doing it. I decided I'm doing it. I'm going back to the red I used to be. Ever since my concussion, ever since 2022, I've not colored my hair. I just, have a few streaks here and there done. But I'm just so tired of the I'm not a part of society look. All right, let's see. Any knots here? Are we good? Can I see underneath? You get mad at me? How about this side? We go okay here. You got some mats there. You got some knots, not mats. Some knotting. We're gonna get rid of that. Yeah, there's a few things. I'm gonna film that. Also getting my hair colored. You guys will probably see my colored hair before the memberships start, but in the memberships I'm going to post that video so that you can see the whole before and after process and my reaction and whatnot. I will do that. It's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have done before because it's like spring right now and I want to get some stuff going outside. All right, we're good, honey. We're done. All right, hang on. Turn. We okay here? We're all good. No knots there. Seems to be good. All right, let's get moving, guys. I still have to be grooming, right? Of course, you talk too much and you don't work enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm not gonna say it anymore. Okay, show me your toes. Show me those toesies. It's getting so hot in here. Seriously. In the summertime, I cannot work without the air conditioner because I have so many windows and the sun, when the sun starts hitting, this side here, this room is just an extension of the house, right? So it's not as, it gets really cold in the winter and it gets hot in the summer. So I'm always trying to balance that out with heat and air conditioning. So, I mean, it's colder. It's not like it's crazy cold, but or it's hotter. But it does get crazy hot though. Whoops, do the other foot. And check out your nails too, honey. Yeah, you were really due. Yeah. So I had my grandkids over on the weekend. And it was funny because I was with my neighbor. I was outside with the kids and my neighbor came out and she had her 2 grandkids with her. And it's like, because my grandkids are 2 and 5 and hers are like, I think it's 1 and 4, something like that. But, so we started talking and trying to get the kids to talk to each other, but they were all too shy. And hang on, I gotta concentrate here. And so she says, I told her that I had the kids for the whole weekend. And she went, what? The whole weekend? The whole weekend? Because she takes only one day, and I usually take only one at a time. Only one at a time, because they're not the same age and they both need they both have different needs, right? So Nana can only be there and I can't split myself in 2 while one's going Nana, 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 the other one's going the other one wants her bottle or a diaper change, and it's just tough too at the same time. And And I'm not sure if my daughter gets it, you know. She's young, she's got the energy. I mean, I remember when I was in my 20s, and I was taking care of like many kids at the same time. I had my nephews, we were 4 or 5 kids, and it's like we were taking the bus together, and it's just, are you nuts? I take the bus with the kids? No. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I don't have the energy for that anymore. But hey, it is what it is, right? Hey, how come my light turned off? Did I unplug my light? I had a light here. Did I unplug that? I think I did. Give me a second. I want to plug this up. Yeah, that's because I needed to plug the other. Oh, yeah, that's a while ago. I need a bigger table. Look at this table here. This, I don't have enough place there. Okay, it wasn't that one. Which one was it? Guys, I'm going nuts here. This is driving me crazy. There, now we got some light. Hello, I'm right here. All right, so, yeah, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, grandkids. Grandkids. My daughter wants more than 2. Well, they both do. They both want like 4 or 5 or something like that. Taking care of all of them at the same time, 4 or 5, ain't gonna happen. Not in my lifetime. No way, Jose. I wouldn't do that. The kids get here and then the house is a mess. They make a mess of the house. I mean, they take out all the toys, and it's like I just feel like I'm losing control here. My house there's no more control over my house. So I'm planning on creating downstairs in my, downstairs I want to create an area for them to play, like a playroom, and their bed's going to be there. I'm going to have a sofa bed or whatever you want to call it, futon or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to document that too. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to be a member to see that. I will be documenting that. Oh, just so much to do. There's so much to do around the house. There's so much to take care of. And on top of that, I'm working. Got the videos going. Play music. So I'm just clearing out, like getting rid of a little bit of the length here, but then I'm going to shave her again, okay? I'm just going to shave her again, make it nice and clean. So, any of you in the chat, if there's anyone in the chat, hopefully, this is the third time here, so I'm hoping that I'm not talking to myself alone here, so excuse me. Yeah, does anyone have any specific plans this summer, or going on vacation? I'm not going on vacation. I'm just hanging around the house. I would have liked to go on vacation, but I don't think we can this year. I still have my little Orby. My Orby is my Devon Rex mix. She's a Devon Rex Sphynx cat. And she needs an operation. Ever since she was born, she has this, like, her nose is very leaky and it gets full of, and she sneezes a lot, right? And the vet's been saying, well, there's not much we can do. We thought it would be polyps, but we're not seeing any polyps. You'd have to have her scanned to be sure. Maybe she has some sort of deformation or something in her nose. And if she's eating well and she's fine, then, you know, you don't have to worry about it. Well, she's eating well and she's fine, but I'm not fine with all the sneezing, because when she sneezes, she's got boogers coming out. I don't like the boogers. There's a lot of boogers. She sneezes on me, and then I get big boogers on me, and so anyhow, but the darn scan is like $2,000. I mean, the vet bills are, it's just crazy. I mean, I respect their work, but I'm wondering if it really is justified. You know, the prices. I mean, why is it $2,000? I know they have to pay off the machine, but why is it $2,000? I mean, I can understand like maybe $500, $600, $700, I don't know. But $2,000? Isn't that a bit, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a vet somewhere in the chat that can explain to me why the costs are so high for a scan like that. But I still want to get the scan done. I called, because they don't do it everywhere, so I called one place and she says, well, I'll get back to you. We're gonna have to get back to you with the full price, and she says it's around that, but I'll get back to you with the full price. I don't have that right. Why don't you have that right now with you? I didn't understand that, but anyhow, so she said she had to come back to me, so they never called back. This was last week, so anyhow, I guess I'll have to call her again to let her know that I still have not had any news from her, from them. No, it'd be a little easier if you wouldn't pull on that leg. Can you sit here? It's not easy for me. Look at the chocolatey legs. Come on, give me that leg. Thank you. Just leave it there. Okay. Come on, girlie, I gotta get this straight. Okay, so I'm gonna stand her up here like this. I'm gonna do this side. She's got a knot there. Okay, it's gone. Yeah. So the vet bills are crazy. And then that's not only, it's like they're saying it's $2,000 for that, but that's not the operation. If she needs to get an operation, that would be another $3,000. So we're talking $5,000. 5,000. You know, I saw a video online, okay, on YouTube. Whoa, okay, my dog's gonna bark a bit. Give me a second, my husband's arrived. So I may have to wait a second for him to come back in before I can talk more. I gotta tell you guys about this, it's crazy. He's, even if I try to tell him like, bud, it's okay, you know, I can't say that because he's deaf. And he's old, so there's really nothing to do. Okay, so I can talk now, my husband's back. All right, so I don't know which video it was. I would love to put a link down below, but I cannot because I don't know. Unless I find it, maybe try to find it, but there's this video of a vet that actually did took a polyp out of the nose because that's what they think that my cat has, but that it would be further in her sinuses, so that's why they can't see it. Usually they can look up and they can see if there's in their mouths, they can see that. But no, and this vet showed us it takes like literally I think 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. And the vet says she charges like 150 or 250 or something like that. Or, you know, I don't remember exactly the price, but it was like something crazy like that, like 175 or. But, give me a second. You're being a bugger, bud. Bah, okay. Yeah, so, and she was explaining how it's ridiculous how some places they're charging this crazy amount. I mean, maybe I can understand that for what they're doing, like if they have to go deeper in the up into the, you know, nasal sinuses, I can understand why it would be maybe a little more expensive, but just for a normal, even for just a normal extraction, oh wait, I gotta do it about, even just a normal, you know, extraction that they would do for a polyp, it's like maybe 1,000 or something like that. I know it's really expensive, but it's just crazy. So this girl, she's doing it like, she films the whole thing. She films the whole procedure. It's not equal. And she says, see, only 10, 15 minutes. You see the whole procedure. It's like, why? Oh, I gotta find that video, show you guys. I'll link it in the description if I find it. If it's not there, it's because I didn't find it. Because it was just a random video. You put your leg down, honey? I gotta make this equal. Thank you. Gotta make that equal. I'm not liking that leg. I'm not liking that leg. Maybe round this out a bit more. I'm chit-chatting with you guys, but gotta get her done also. But it's just crazy. Yeah, I'm not liking that, so I'm just going to blend all of that in, and I'm going to shorten it. She's got cowlicks everywhere. Look at that one popping out. My scissors were backwards. Yeah, I really got to find that video. There, look at that. A lot better, huh? This foot's a little bigger. Let's make it a little smaller. So that's the magic of it all. If one foot's bigger than the other, then fix it. Make it the same size. You dry hair, we had to let her dry on her own here, this whole beard. Okay. Can we turn? Did we do this? We didn't do this. We did this leg. We already did that. I just want to see back here what's going on back here. I'm going to tie her up. We're almost done, guys, with this little one here. So I'm going to just pull everything on the inside. You know, I've been wanting to create courses. There's a part of me that's thinking, why would I create courses when everything's already, you know, I've been, you know, posting so many videos, right? But at the same time, I'm thinking, I could have series, you know? I wonder if that's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. It might not even be necessary, because, I mean, I'm just sharing everything already. But maybe if it's like a series and, you know, it's just cleaner, you know what I mean? It's just, There's too much there. You know what I mean? Step-by-step type of series. We can do the Shih Tzu series. Shih Tzu shave down series. No, not shave down. Shih Tzu series, and it could be a series of videos about all different types of Shih Tzu cuts. That's the thing, I don't have that many people who have different cuts. It's either shaved or just like, oh no, I do have a few with longer hair. So I'm just gonna blend this in a bit. There's not much blending to do. Really. You don't see that line, so I did an okay job with the line. I'm just doing it just to say that I did it a little. You know, there's not much to take off, so it's fine. Might have taken too much off here. You know, everyone does their cuts differently, guys. This is just how I do mine, and this is how my client likes her cut. All right. So we're gonna move on to her head. You gotta be careful. She's got a hanging belly there. Can I see what's going on underneath that tail? Yeah. So who's been watching my videos? And what have you learned from me? Anything specific that you have learned from me? Can we stand there? I still don't like that leg. You know? Something about the leg that I'm not liking. All right. It's not straight enough from here. It's tapering at the tip. Oh no, she moved. All right. Okay, I'm not touching that anymore. All right, let's get back into the shaving on her head. Yeah, so what is it that you've learned from me? Anything specific? I'm anxious to know, and read the comments. See if you're learning. Who else are you learning from? Anyone else online that you're learning from? I'm going to switch this blade here because I'm going to do a 10 on her ear. I'm going to do a 10 on the top of her ear, and I'm going to hold that ear. And you want to go, of course, away. Away, away, away. You don't want to go down into the ear. Except you'll see me kind of doing that on the inside. And do that right here. You gotta be really careful around the ear because you can catch there. Mama really likes clean ears, so I've always got my work cut out for me when I do this. Lift your head, honey. Yeah. Are we good? Are we good? Is this okay, hun? Sorry guys, I'm not talking right now because I'm concentrated. You know, they say women can do two things at the same time. But I don't know, sometimes I need to stay quiet for me to stay focused. Yeah, well, apparently we have different brains. Men and women are different. Like that book was Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, something like that. I never read it. Any good books? I'm into a lot of the self-help stuff. I love, 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 like Deepak Chopra and stuff like that. Louise Hay, we like her stuff. Just the self-help. You know, Mom wants me to pluck her ears. Are we gonna do that? I'm gonna pluck your ears. Got it. Plucking stuff. No, that's not plucking stuff. I like to pluck. I like to pluck. This way. I put the powder, the plucking powder, onto the table, and I don't pour it in the ear. I prefer just plucking, like I put it in my hands. I can either just shape the ear, but Mom really prefers that I get in there deep. And deep and just take the hairs out like that. I need a little more powder. No. Okay. It's okay. What was that noise? It's the bottle that fell. That's all it is, honey. Oh, I know. But Mama wants me to do this. Take it all out there. Good girl. I had to take all of that out. There, she had a lot. Wow, I just dropped the bottle here. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm in deep need of a real vacation. To go somewhere real, you know? Because when you take, like, I was off all week, but you're not really off when you stay home. Well, I mean, because, you know, I work here. I work at home. So it's like I was still doing stuff at home instead of, you know, being on the beach somewhere. I've never taken a plane. I don't know if I ever will. I am afraid of planes. Especially lately. Have you heard? I mean, so many plane crashes. What's going on with that? And then there's that helicopter. There, good girl. We did it. Nice and clean, okay? So, yeah, helicopter, plane. It's like everything that I'm afraid of is happening, you know? I mean, the crashes. Look at how nice and clean that is, honey. Huh? You can't see your ear. Look at those ears are nice and clean. Ugh. Don't move. All right, so those ears are clean. This is still, that's a 10, that's a 10, that's a 10. You always gotta look at your blade. That's a 10, that's a 10. I don't want to use the 10 on her head. You know, a friend of mine, he's always taking the plane, and now he's like, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I'm gonna end up not traveling. And can you come forward, honey? Come see me. We're gonna show them how we do your bangs. All right, the visor. I'm just gonna snip right in the middle here. Yeah, I've never taken a plane. When I was a kid, I was traumatized. My mom, I was like 6 years old. Hey, by the way, just a little heads up. When you're doing this, sorry, I wasn't in focus. When you're doing this, if you go from the corner of the eye to the exterior here, the point will be, the dog will look angrier. So what you want to do, if you want him to look less angry, you go from the corner of the eye to this side, like that. That's how you do it. Yeah, so when I was a kid, my mom, there was an accident that happened. A plane crash happened. I mean, I'm talking back in 79 or 81 or something like that. Ooh, that was a long time ago. And yeah, and then the plane crashed, and my sister was on her honeymoon. And then my mom started screaming and yelling out that they had crashed. And well, of course, that's why I'm afraid of planes now. You know, because all I could see is my mom screaming and yelling. And oh my God. I wonder where that anxiety comes from, right? You know, of course, I think that a good part of anxiety comes from it's biological. But I also think that you learn anxiety. With the people around you, you know, you learn how to react. Especially like your mom and dad and your sisters and brothers or whatever, and your siblings. And you learn from them. I don't know. So this is how I do her little chin, chin, chin. All I do is bring everything all the way back to the neck, like that. And I will cut, look how funny she looks without a chin. And I'll just cut the excess here, right at the neck, like that. And I'll pull everything back straight. And I'm going to give her a nice little loop-de-loop here, like this. Hang on. You're all good. I'm just gonna connect this and make a nice round. Yeah, so I think anxieties are also something that you learn. I've learned so much anxiety from my mom. My mom she had agoraphobia. At one point when I, you know, after my concussion and all that, I was having fears also. I'm just gonna equal this out here. This is just how I do it. I mean, seriously, if you do it a different way, then you do it a different way. My client likes it like this. So. Yeah, so. I'm not remembering what I just said. I'm way too concentrated. I think I'm done here, guys. Am I? I'm done. I've got to call your mom now, and I need my phone to call mom. Look at that. What a good girl. Guys, wasn't she a sweetie? So, just so you know, these chats are just so we can get to know each other. It's just you follow along as I'm grooming type of video. And I'm just talking away, and then we can chat together and get to know each other. And then, you know. So I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you can't make these live chats. So 10 a.m. Eastern time every Wednesday. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And of course, these premiering chats are every Thursday. For now, they're every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It may change. You know, it just may change. I don't know how it's gonna go, how you guys like this. Maybe I'll even just stop making them. I don't know. But I gotta be sure that it's worth your time, worth my time, worth our time. So this is it for little girl here. She might be a little crooked there. I'm gonna call her mom, and I'm gonna thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Here, let's get rid of those curly curls. It's not very nice. Thank you so much, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.